It's like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
It is Thursday, and we are talking mental health. I am Dino the Genetic Marvel. My friend over here is Mr. Marco Torres of Upside Down Studios. And today's topic is staying on track. Let's be honest. It's the holidays. It's the Christmas season. And it's the perfect excuse for everyone to be like, I'm going to gain that weight I haven't gained all year. In my case, I'm fighting off 3 holiday weights. And I'm losing on a daily basis. But hey, you know what? I'm trying. So
it's beginning to look a lot like fat ass everywhere you go.
I mean, you're not wrong. I'll be honest. There's I had actually, you know what? The funny thing is, so I got a sweater from Costco the other day, and I put it on when I was on holidays. I'm like, why does this feel so much tighter than I thought than it normally does? And I was so disheartened because I'm like, man, I've gained that much weight. I fucking don't fit in shit. And my wife's like, yeah, you got extra large instead of double extra large. I'm like, shit, I fucked myself over. God damn. I was so angry. And I'm like, damn, it's a nice sweater. Now I got to lose weight to fit in it. Bullshit.
Yeah, I learned that on Thanksgiving because I bought me and my sons like some dress pants, a nice, to go to my mama's house for Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
And, everybody got dressed Thanksgiving morning, and I went to go put on a pants that I bought one size too big. And I'm like, mother. Yeah.
Yeah. That never feels great. That is 100%.
No, not at all. When you got a one size bigger than you thought you did, and you need a bigger size than the one size that you got.
Bro, I still will grab a pair of pants and I tug at them if they have any stretch. No stretch, no buy. That's it. Just like I can't listen. I'm honest with myself. I'm not. If it doesn't got no stretch, it ain't got no Dino. That's it.
Man, I don't know how these women put themselves in the delusion. Oh, it's just the way it's made. It's just the way it's made. No, you just got fatter. But on that same note, playing devil's advocate, I bought a pair of 36 pants, which it should be the exact right size. Yeah. And these damn things, I put them on. They were like a size 29. I don't know what kind of retarded walls person fucking inspected these goddamn pants. But
there's nothing worse than putting something on and it not fitting. And you're like, I just bought this. What the fuck? Right? Like, yeah, no, and that's the thing is like,
Homer shirts.
Which one?
You thought the shirt fit nice, and then you start buttoning it down. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Oh yeah, and you get a little
Like
I have a lot of shirts
on the side of a fucking thing.
Bodie is like, suck my dick, bro. You suck your own dick, fucking homo. Whatever. I don't know who you are.
I don't have comments up. Let's see who's Bodie. Bodie, suck my dick.
Bodie, you can't even use your real name. Sounds like you're a loser.
You're on the wrong channel for penis.
Yeah, that's not what we do here. But I wish you all the best in your.
I don't fuck you,
search
Bodie.
For love. I don't know. Yeah, why don't you go fuck yourself? No, that's I mean, like, look, the whole idea, and this is one of the things, like, I don't wear a lot of shirts that are buttoned down because I'll be standing, they fit great. As soon as I sit down, I might take someone's eye out with a button. Like, that's just like, can't do it, man. I'm so fat.
I know one thing that I have noticed a lot, and I noticed a lot in the past few shows we've done. There's a reason that I wear wife beaters on the show. It goes all the way back to when I first started doing the podcast. Somebody said I look trailer trash, so that became my thing. But I have noticed lately, especially, I'm like, look at the curvature of these titties right here. Like, have you noticed? I have been getting breasts, like a 14-year-old fucking girl. Like they're growing in all perky and shit. Like,
I'm pretty sure Bodie is just jealous because he has no friends.
I think Bodie is looking at my titties through my wife beater.
Yeah, Bodie. I didn't, Bodie. Hey, if you want to come out of the closet, now's the time because you're clearly in the closet. Yeah. I like that's the thing too. Is I'm still self-conscious. Showed Bodie is like some Indian guy from fucking Pakistan or whatever. Just fucking show boobs and vagine. It's fucking you loser. I don't know. Like, I'm not self-conscious about my body, but at the same time, I want clothes to fit properly. When they don't, I'm ace. Sounds like you're gays, but whatever.
But I think he was trying to spell ass. He must be like European.
Oh, you're Australian? That's even worse. You're a criminal. That's it. All Australians are criminals. That's just the nature of the country.
Women are so hot. I don't know if it's the accent or what.
Bro, I had a friend of mine who her friend moved to Australia, got married to a guy and they came back for her wedding, and he came, and I'm like, so number one, he's ripped, ruggedly good looking, ripped. And then on top of that, he's like, oh, I'm also a firefighter. I'm like, God, leave some pussy for other people, asshole. He's like, oh, sorry. And I'm like, I'll fucking punch you, you bitch. And then I'm like, oh, but also, he's probably holding a snake and just, get you,
So
you criminals.
On the Bobby.
Yeah. Dominic Mansell. Hi. Hello. How are you? Don't mind Bodie, whatever. He says, you criminals. You're a criminal, bro. You were born on Criminal Island with all the criminals.
I might be a criminal in a former life.
I mean, we were all gangsters at some point. It's not. That's just the nature of the universe. Bodie, did you just come on to be a twat? Sounds like you're even a shitty Australian. Hey, are you talking to us because even in Australia, people think you're a loser? That sounds accurate.
Maybe.
Well, how much you want to bet Bodie is 1,000 pounds and uses a wand to dial his phone? He's got a fat guy phone. Just he has to use a stick for it. It's probably true. He's the one fat guy in Australia. What a loser.
I feel like he's some fucking schlub in his mom's basement of New Jersey.
I love it. Oh, yeah. He's probably not even Australian.
Yeah.
I'm Australian. No, you're not. Don't lie.
Like
what
that one guy on the internet on South Park. Just
yeah. That's definitely here. I'm gonna find it right now. That's let's see. What is it? South Park
internet
computer guy. There. Yeah, there you go.
Bodie, if you're 80 years old and sucking guys' cock, you've been sucking cock for fucking like a century.
Yeah, that's pretty gay.
Yeah, that's I feel like he fondled Abe Lincoln's balls.
Interesting enough, because of the power of the internet, we also got a picture of Bodie. It's right here. There you go. That's Bodie right there. Bodie, is that you? I'm 80 years old. You're not even Australian. You're not 80 years old. You're definitely gay. Wow. Talk about men's mental health. This is the problem. He's the problem, everyone. Just in case, if you ever meet Bodie, you'll be like, oh, you're the problem. Now you know. I'm a stripper. Yeah, you're definitely a loser. Whatever.
A stripper?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you need glasses.
I'm an 80-year-old stripper. Okay. An Australian.
An 80-year-old Australian stripper.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's from Hoboken, and he says, like, I'm from New York. All right, whatever. Okay. Fucking loser. Can I ask you a question?
What?
I've met a few people like Bodie who actively just lie about, like, I'm this, and you're like, oh, okay. Like, I just believe people, and then they're like, it turns out they're completely full of shit, and you're like, why would you lie? It's not like no one's gonna figure it. It's like when people are like, I'm 6 foot. I'm like, no, you're not. You're 5'10". What are you talking about? And people are like, no, I'm 6 foot. And you're like, no, you're not.
First of all, he says the word sigma, and that right there is not an 80-year-old man's word. That is like some fucking 18-year-old little faggot in the basement somewhere.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is the power of the internet. Bodie, this is how he's watching us right now. Bro, honestly, it's funny that some people think it's hilarious that some people think that this is what's cool. I just typed all this stuff and they were interacting, and you're like, wow, what a disappointment. You're the problem, sir. Congratulations. I wish you nothing but pain in your life. Just an FYI. Just nothing but sadness and pain. I want to make sure you understand, Bodhi, that when people bring up you to your parents just change the subject. That is just factual. They're just like, is Bodhi still living in the basement? Have you seen the news? They start, you know what? I feel like your parents are the kind of people who are like, we should support Trump because then we'll have less people asking about our son. Like that's how they're like, we'll pretend to be horrible just to stop the conversation immediately. You know? I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes
my
parents are 81 years old. No one believes you.
Your parents are 81 and you're 80. Incest, buddy. Incest. Just saying.
Yeah.
Your uncle father is fucking your cousin sister mother.
Oh, maybe he's from Alabama or something. That's possible. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Let's be honest.
I mean, Australia, Alabama, incest. It kind of, you know.
I mean, like, listen, I feel like this is important to tell people, and like men specifically. When you're like, I'm an alpha, you're not. Let's just stop right there. Okay.
If you got to tell somebody you're an alpha, you're not. Yeah.
It's the same as I'm in charge. Okay. No, you're not. Just come on.
That goes back to, like, you know, I love, like, my favorite pastime is taking a poop and looking at Facebook dating.
Yeah.
And one thing that, like, one of the main things I'm seeing lately are women that put up, I'm a good person. If you have to write you're a good person, you're not a good person.
Yeah. It's, you know what? I would be more prone to believe somebody that, hey, I try my best. Okay. I'll believe that. You're probably not, but, you know, at least you're trying.
I'll straight up say I'm a fucking asshole. I'll straight up, you know, I'm real with you. I'm an asshole. Oh, no, you're a good person. No, I'm not. No. You don't know me.
See, I like to tell people I'm a bad person that does good things. I'm like, because I'll kill you. I have no. Yeah, no. If it is a choice between my loved ones and you die. I have no qualms about that. You know,
that's just right there. Well, it just depends, because there's love and there's love. Like, I got some family members that I love that you could take out.
Yeah. Wow. Well, and this was something I was like, hey, I would die for any one of my siblings or family members. If I had to, I would sacrifice myself. Would I hang out and go out for dinner with them? A couple of them, not all. It's just, I'm not going to spend my personal time on that. That's a little bit much.
Right, you know, if I got to spend my afterlife for you, fine, but you're not taking my overlife.
Yeah, my free time? Oh, no, come on. That's ridiculous. But Bodhi, thanks for commenting so much. It helps with the algorithm. That way we're going out there. It's just disappointing because people look at the comments and be like, who's this Bodhi guy? He must be a homosexual. It's true. I mean, at least we all know now. That's good. It's helpful.
There.
I mean, hey, listen, at least you're honest with yourself, Bodhi. I'm 80 and a stripper.
Yeah, how are you 80 and a stripper and your parents are 81, you dipshit?
I feel like some people don't understand how absolutely bonkers they sound when they write stuff.
I just don't understand how some of these people have the free time to put stupid shit up here.
Also, maybe you should go do your homework, Bodhi. You're probably like 8 years old. Like, no one believes anything you said. Just go read a book or something. You
feel like he has like a Roblox internet cafe.
Oh yeah, I'm 10. Yeah, and now we all know that you're out of the closet. Congratulations, Victoria. Hello. There you go. Hi, Victoria.
Arrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
hey, did I tell you my new joke about the Asian telephone?
Yes, you said it to Victoria over dinner, and none of us laughed because it was not. It was. You know what? If it was very Andrew Dice Clay peak of the '80s, it would have killed. Now it's like, no,
dude, it kills on stage. It kills on stage.
That's because you live in America and hang out with the worst possible people. That's all right. Hey, Was it Wing Arrow? Yeah.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah. Wing arrow.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
reminds me of Rucka Rucka. Wing, wing, banana phone. I'm
I
a
have,
Korean.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh my god.
Just know, everyone, that music has gone downhill since the days of yore. I mean, okay, Bodhi. So I'm just gonna block you now because you're just retarded. Jesus. God.
You got your
I wonder-
15 minutes of fame there, bro. Go tell somebody, talk to somebody famous.
I was on the internet and that stuff is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was, see, we talked about this the other week, was the whole like, I'm not smart enough for this amount of people to be dumber than me. I have a real problem with that. And I'm like, am I dropping the ball? Am I not working hard? Like, it's very confusing to me.
I get that because I see a lot of people that I grew up with, a lot of people that are a little bit older than me. That when I was a young kid, I looked up and were like, "These are adults. These are people."
Yeah,
who know
yeah.
And now I'm like, I can't believe I fucking listened to this dumb bitch all my fucking life.
Like a lot. Like like that's the thing too. Like I remember like having conversations with my dad, and we would talk through things and he would share information with me, and I was like, okay, and that was my standard for what an adult should know stuff. And my dad would freely be like, I'm not really sure about that, but we can learn, and we would learn about it, and it would be a thing, right? But it was like, then I talk with other adults and I'm like, oh, surely you're aware of this, and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And you're like, you grew up in a cave? Like, where you never learned anything? Like, it's and like you said, you're like, these people have tried to give me advice, and you're like, no, just absolutely not.
I won't put her name out there, but there's one lady. I remember her, like, I've known her since I was little.
Yeah.
She used to date my cousin, and then she married my cousin. I remember when my mom beat her up for talking shit about my aunt. And to this day, this woman still gets on my Facebook page and tries to curtail or tell me about life or the way things are. I'm like, you dirty whore. Who the fuck do you think? Like I've watched you throughout the years. Like, I listened to you for a quick minute. Like, what the hell? Like some of the most retarded shit. And I'm not talking about Downs retarded. I'm talking about just straight up, you're a fucking idiot retarded.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like, you see that kind of stuff and you're just like, how do you function? Like, I honestly am confused as to how some people haven't just walked into traffic. I'm like,
I literally watched this lady throughout many times of the years, like in separate occasions, just randomly scream the N-word at people with the hard R, but yet she will get on my Facebook page and call me a racist. Like, bitch.
You're like, what? I feel it's very you learn a lot when people kind of explain to you who they are, and then you're like, oh, you're functionally retarded. Like, you have no idea what the fuck is happening in the world, and it's alarming, right? And also, like, and then you hear other people being interviewed, and they're like, it's Donald J. Trump. J stands for genius. You're like, I don't know what to say, man. You're like, I don't.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
You are. I think, get him on disability. He needs it. It's an odd thing.
I have an aunt. You know, she was the aunt with the money. Let's say growing up. You know, so she came to the house and she always kind of looked down her nose at people, and she supposedly went to college 2 or 3 times. Which didn't dawn on me back when I was a kid. If you went to college 2 or 3 times, that means you're an idiot. You dropped out 2 or 3 times. But like I remember within the past 5 years, we had what was it, Easter dinner or some shit.
Yeah.
And we started talking, and I'm just listening to her, and I'm like, you do know everything you just said is factually wrong, right? Oh no, it's not. Yeah, it is. Like everything you're saying right now is just false. Oh, you don't know? No, it's my job to know what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
my job to research, and I don't even have to research that. You're wrong. You're a
Yeah.
fucking idiot. And then, like anything political, and then she wants to switch over to religion. Oh, you really fucked up now, because I was brought up in your religion. I not only know your horse shit, but I know what the real shit is. So, I mean, you just like to do drugs. Yeah, you're right. And I'm still smarter than you.
Hey, that's, you know what, it's funny that how when you explain to people why they're dumb and then they start attacking you on a personal level, you're like, okay, just say you lose. It's the same thing like as a comedian. If you are going back and forth with another comedian and they are like, well, fuck you, you're like, gotcha, there you go, we're done.
Right.
Hey, just admit you lost and walk away, right? So yeah, but you do drugs. What does that have to do with anything? That has nothing to do with anything, and you're a fool for bringing it up in a civilized conversation where, listen, if you say, I don't think that's how that works, be like, oh, can you explain it to me? And if someone's like, well, not really, be like, okay, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about either. It's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying it's my opinion.
It's like, because it's in the Bible or God said it. First of all, it's not in the Bible. And second of all, even if it was in the Bible, that wasn't written by God. All right.
It's not only that, it's more so like I remember when we were in high school and a bunch of us were hanging out. We were all Jehovah's Witnesses, and one girl's like, I want to get a tattoo, and we're all like, yeah, you can't get a tattoo. And she's like, why? They're like, it's in the Bible. And we're like, and she's like, no, it isn't. And we're like, okay, there's a scripture that says, do not scar or tattoo your body. It's one verse. That's it. That's all it says. And she's like, well, that's talking about like other stuff. And you're like, what? No, it's because it's a form of ideology, right?
Yeah, it's a very small scriptures in one little spot. It is there. Although, like, not eating shrimp is like there's 16 times. The tattoo is there like once.
Clearly, obviously, because shrimp are the devil. That's obviously
the cockroach of the sea.
Yeah.
Speaking of, dude, did you see that fucking Japanese food thing that I sent on the chat? Did you have to watch it?
I did not watch it because I know better than to open everything you send me. I look at the title and go, I don't want
that dude's like a legitimate, like he goes across the world and tries different foods and stuff.
That's the one that it's cursed food or something, or like what was it?
I don't know if it's cursed food, but I know like he has he made a documentary on going to Egypt because he got fucked with bad in Egypt, all the way from the time their flight got there to their whole time there. They were taking equipment, like the police were taking his equipment. They were trying to fucking arrest him. They were getting harassed by the just street. I don't even know if they're police. They were just a group of guys with fucking guns just in the street.
Yeah, Egypt is very it's fallen to the commies. It's very weird out there.
Well, I mean, if you look in scripture or any of these fucking who's the guy who does the NRA? The gun
Charlton
guy.
Heston?
Yeah. If you look at any Charlton Heston movie from back in the day, the Egyptians weren't very nice. Let's just put it that way. They've never been nice. They've never been, the welcoming, hey, come in with a dark triangle type deal.
Well, look, there are very few empires that were ever kind to others, right? Like that's not
your empire. Every empire that was nice and peaceful, you don't know about anymore.
Yeah. It's it like, look, the only two that essentially it was different, where they were bringing stuff, they were trying to embrace everyone, was on one side was Alexander the Great, and the other side was Genghis Khan, because he was getting all of his daughters to marry princes, right? Like he's like, I'm going to conquer your land, or your son can marry my daughter, and then your son dies and my daughter takes over and you can get fucked, right? And he's like, but like people were never like, because they're usually, when an empire takes over a land, they take the ruling party and they're like, great, you're now slaves. And they're like, what? Because you know how,
Right.
royalty are basically useless other than doing nothing. Like that's their, it's a weird thing. But that's the thing is like, yeah, that's not how things work. For the majority of history, those that were in power treated everyone else like dog shit, right? That's why people don't understand. They're like, why would the government do bad stuff? They're like, yeah, because they don't give a shit. That's just how the government works.
But you notice the same motherfuckers who say that are the same ones that want to be in that same position.
Oh, well,
I
that's the
used to
problem,
have
right?
this argument with Ryan all the fucking time. He loved to spout off with corporate America and corporations and the big corporations, they should pay their more than this. Yeah, hey, fuckface, aren't you trying to become a big corporation? Aren't you trying to become an LLC? You're an LLC. That's a step in the door. You're
Correct.
trying to build something. You're trying to. So you're just saying that you're a hater because you're not where they are yet.
You're correct.
That's pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
I don't
that's the
understand
weird
it.
part. Yeah.
So if the corporations are bad,
Yeah.
then your daughter's a piece of shit and you owe me money. That's what you're generally saying to everybody else.
Well, this is the weird part is like too often people are like, oh, I could do a better job. Go do a better job. Oh, I can't. Why not? This is where people on like the idea of people being critical and then doing absolutely nothing about it is one of those things that I find very off-putting, right? And even like Victoria keeps on trying to be like, you should go for some office, and I'm like, I don't want to get involved. That's why I don't talk about political shit. But I'm like, the most I do is I'm like, oh yeah, politics are fucked. Everybody's a fucking thief. There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
And honestly, I'm like, I would be murdered almost immediately if I got elected to anything. I'm like, immediately.
Oh, yeah. I got told that I should, go to school to be a lawyer and some other bullshit. I'm like, yeah, no, because I'm a piece of shit, but I'm not that type of piece of shit. You know what I'm saying?
I have some principles, okay? Like I have some things I won't do.
I have a very low morality, but my principles are, I try to stick to the principles.
Like it's weird how people are like, oh, well, you should just do this, and you're like, that sounds horrible, right? Like, because there's no like having watched lawyers defend criminals before, and you're just like, yeah, I couldn't do that. Like, and they're like, well, they deserve defense, and you're like, no, they don't. They're criminals. And then you watch criminals go free
and defend them. That's another thing. Like I love the debate. That's just that's the spick in me. I love to debate, but there's just certain things like I'll defend Hitler before I defend a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't do it. And then a lot of attorneys, if you're on that side of the aisle, you have to defend Hitler, the pedophile, and the fucking rapist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I can't do that.
Yeah, no, it's just there's some things that you're like, no, and like I feel like there's got to be a way that you could defend them and then be like, I don't know how I lost. Oh. Now you're going to jail for 25 years. Oh,
there is. I've met quite a few lawyers, and that's why I say I can't be a lawyer. Like I would be that lawyer that went and visited my client, and then you would see a bunch of cops run to the room because I'm just smacking the fuck out of this dude. The fuck are you doing? And why are you telling me this? Now I'm an assessor, you stupid motherfucker.
I mean, like, yeah. It's weird that people are like, oh no, you have because lawyers do this. They're like, oh well, you have a moral box that is separate, and you're like, no, it's not. That's just made up stuff. They're like, oh well, that doesn't count as my thing. You're like, why not? That's like people who are like, well, it's just business. No, you ruined people's lives. It's not just business, you piece of shit. Like, right. It's about the letter of the law before it is. It's about the letter of the law before it is about justice. But that's the problem, right? It like as soon as
the law was supposed to enforce justice.
Yeah,
Now we search for justice in the letter of the law and rarely get it.
which it does not work. Well, remember there was like the guy who stabbed the Ukrainian girl on the was it the
Yeah,
train?
you notice nobody's talking about that no more. Or the
No.
poor girl who got set up. The girls that got set on fire.
There were girls that got set on fire.
Yeah, the Lakin, before the girl got stabbed, the Lakin chick, yeah, some fucking asshole. Wonder what particular type of genre of person he falls into. But just set a girl on fire in the
I
fucking
appreciate the 3 seconds you paused trying to be like, what do I say here? I'm not just genre of person. I loved it. It was perfect. Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
because this is going on your shit too.
Yeah.
Respect.
I appreciate that. I do. But yeah, so he lit a bunch of girls on fire.
Well, it wasn't just one person. Like, this is a separate incidents. Like, it wasn't the same person. Like, yeah, these melanated people are going nuts up in New York. I'm gonna just say that, and that isn't, there's different levels of melanation. So take your racism somewhere the fuck else.
Sure.
But yeah, not saying melanated though. Let's put it that way.
Interesting. All right.
Just saying that.
Yeah.
Now we got the Hispanic melanateds in Chicago just shanking and raping people, and the really melanated mayor just blows it the fuck off.
Which is, he's like,
Dude,
I only
He
hire
has the
black people.
approval rating of any mayor or any politician in America. Like, he has the lowest approval rating, and he is out there. He called NATO on, or not NATO, the nation. What is the fucking head? The big national, all the countries, the world,
The UN, United Nations.
Yeah. He called the fucking UN on Trump. And wanted Trump brought up on international war crimes for sending ICE into Chicago.
Like, listen, I think what a lot of people need to realize is that there was the League of Nations, and then there was the United Nations. Both are not only so toothless, they're useless and literally just a money pit for every country. Right? The amount of money that goes into them, and absolutely nothing happens. Okay. That is just factual, and it's hilarious because people are like, the United Nations will do nothing. There's nothing they will do. Right?
I can never really understand, because the UN was supposed to be the head of the push for the New World Order.
Absolutely. Yeah. So is the WEF.
Yeah, and if they actually had that power, it would have happened already.
Of course.
I mean, they tried. I give them an effort. They tried.
Well, think about it though. The United Nations has no elected officials.
Right.
They're all appointed officials. So
it's like our fucking judges.
Bro, listen, your guys, because your guys judges get elected state-wise, but then the Supreme Court, you're appointed, and then you can't be taken down, right?
Federal judges are appointed.
Yeah.
And then there's some judges that are elected. But either way, I'm personally, I think that no judge has the right to stick their dick into anything that the president is doing, good or bad.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Good or bad. The Supreme Court is the only one that has any kind of say in that. And that's the way it's been for fucking years. It's just been like that. Then all of a sudden, Orange Man Bad's in the office, and now we got every fucking little mayoral judge from fucking Podunk, wherever the fuck, saying, no, you have to do this. No, you have to do that. Like, who the fuck do people think you are?
Yeah.
Like, I just saw some Zenix, whatever the fuck judge, Xerox judge, demanded that Abrego Garcia gets immediately released from federal deportation prison. who the fuck are you? You're not even in the same state, bitch. Like, what the fuck? And she's mad because what the fuck? There's like 3 shithole prison countries that we send prisoners to, or deportees, whatever the fuck. There's like Africa, there's El Salvador, there's Venezuela, and then there's another cushy resort type place, Costa Rica. There's Costa Rica.
Costa
And
Rica.
so she is bitching that Abrego Garcia wasn't given the option to go to Costa Rica because Costa Rica said, yeah, we'll take him. He won't have to go to jail. He won't have to do nothing here. He could just come live here for free. So basically, she's pissed that this man don't get a free vacation.
Like,
and she's demanded, like, I gotta do follow up on that because he was demanded to be released today at 5:00.
like, hey, the idea or the audacity that people have to be like, I demand nothing. You demand nothing. Like
the other one who was proven, like he was the one who said that the DOJ had to turn the planes around in midair and bring the people back. Now, Supreme Court said he had no jurisdiction then. He had no fucking nothing to base anything on then. He is more than welcome to try to reopen the case if he has some evidence or whatever that he feels like it's. So he did. He reopened the case. But the whole thing was he's saying that even though he didn't have jurisdiction, that nobody knew he had jurisdiction at the time that he said this. So automatically, them planes should have been turned around until somebody said that he didn't have jurisdiction. Yeah,
what?
yeah. Did you hear?
Like the mental gymnastics are out of control. Like, let me ask you a question, Marco. Do people ever like, hey, is this any of my business? Like, do they stop and go, hey, do I need to have an opinion on this, or do they just
not anymore? Not anymore. Look, you might have met him way back in the day, like on Ryan's thing on Eargasm, but a very, very wise older gentleman. I respect him very much. I don't get to talk to him too much lately, but I still remember one thing that he told me, like, you know, we did a little side chat one time, and he told me, and he was real about it. He was like, you know, Mark, you're a great debater, and you are very knowledgeable, and you do your research, but you have to know something, especially as you get older. Not every argument needs to be argued.
True. Yeah.
Not every. Sometimes, I mean, because I've seen plenty of shit that I would love to get online, and I'm like, I'll just hurt these people's feelings. I'll just hurt these people's feelings. And I mean, and you know, I'm that asshole that I'll play into whatever. You want me to be racist? Okay, we'll be racist today. You want me to be sexist or an asshole? I'll be that today. But yeah, Greg Battle. I mean, I think he has his own little podcast thing going on. He might be even a pastor too. He was what did they call something? He's some kind of Mormon. Or not Mormon, Amish, some kind of Amish or some shit.
Oh, okay.
Or Mennonite. There he goes, the Mennonite. But he's like a city Mennonite. So he has a congregation of hood Amish, I guess you would call them.
Fucking gangsters in the street. That's true. Not every argument needs to be argued. Choose your battles. Yeah, because I mean, so where do you draw the line though for your own? Like I. Because, like, well, let's be honest, we're on the internet almost 5 out of 7 days a week, right? And we talk about a lot of stuff, but it's like we also try and understand and learn about it. We're not just talking shit and being negative about it. We actually try and understand it, right? Because a lot of stuff doesn't make sense. And we're like, okay, well, how can we make it make sense, right? I think that's one of those things that we do try. And
I'm a firm believer in looking. I mean, everybody knows who's been on any of my shows or whatever. You know, I'm a firm believer in looking at both sides. Yeah. Whether it's the popular opinion or not, you know, I look at both sides of the whole everything. You know, and that's what wins me a lot of my arguments. Because okay, I'm looking at it from your point of view first. Before I put my point of view there, I want to see if I was wrong, if what you're saying changes my thinking, because that's another thing. A lot of these people who debate or want to be fucking Facebook politicians or whatever, they're so stuck in their ways. Like facts, especially in this day and age, are fluid.
Very.
One day this could be this, whether it be somebody lied or a Mandela effect, or and the next day it's something totally different. I mean, I've argued points where I knew the answer. I fucking knew because it was something that I learned when I was younger, and then I looked it up and I'm like, this will never happen. Wait a fucking minute. What do you mean it never happened? Like, I know other people that know that this happened, and we chalk that under Mandela effect. Because I mean, there's a lot of shit like that, and there's no way of explaining it. Or there's just something where I thought was, I mean, just like it didn't dawn on me. Fucking years and years of being a stoner, Morton Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. I was wrong on that. I will say I was wrong on that, because that not only made me look like an idiot, but it made me think for a quick minute. Hey,
it was funny. I'll be honest with you.
Wait a minute. They're right.
Morton it was
Downey Jr. His dad's name would be Morton.
Bro, you said it, and I was like, wait, I don't. No, that's not right. What the fuck just happened? Yeah, no, it's funny.
To me, you see, and again, to anybody who watched the show last night, how easy it is to say, "Fuck, I was wrong." Oh, I'm an idiot.
I mean, I feel like we have to do that more, and especially so one of the things that I really enjoy is I was able to get my dad's Encyclopedia Britannica, like the actual paper. Like the unhackable version.
My mom has a closet full of them. It was we didn't have the Encyclopedia Britannica. We had the New World Encyclopedia.
I remember that. Yeah, we got rid of that one. Yeah. I don't. I have a Greek encyclopedia from like the 5th. So my dad. Watch this. My dad had an encyclopedia back when he was doing in university in Athens, Greece. Okay, when he was just becoming a man, kind of thing. To come to Canada, he couldn't carry it with him, so he sold it. And it was one of the things that he was so angry that he sold. And randomly, like going through the antique section in Athens, there's a lot of woodworkers and really cool stuff. Like there's the tourist aisle, and then you have to go through another alleyway, and then there's like a bazaar type area where you can find some wild shit, right? And that's when you see like actual carpenters like making chairs and doing like really bookshelves, desks, like cool stuff, right? And he found the same edition that he had way back when he was a teenager, so he bought it.
That was the universe saying, "This belonged with you, man."
I got it. It's right over. It's literally right there. It's just stacked on. I'm like, bro, I got that. I got a few things where I'm like, listen, I want to start reading more, and I'm like, I feel like I'm trying to climb one mountain at a time. I'm like, mountain number 1, stop being a fat piece of shit. That's my first mountain. Number 2 is get back to reading and stop doom scrolling daily. That's the other thing. See, my attention span is fucked.
I look at it more of, I don't have this mountain to overcome. I got to get down this road. This road goes over these 3 mountains.
Yeah, well, yeah, which is fair. That's fair. I don't know.
If I break it up, then that's the type of person I am, and that's where I'm at the whole staying on track with stuff. Yeah. If I were to separate it, which is a lot easier for most people and a lot, less chaotic for most people, but if I do separate the fucking road trip, then I tend to go get a hotel. I tend to go stop at the fucking bar, maybe get me some food, and then I'm never back on the road again.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the weird thing is, because we discussed this before, the whole idea of like, if you stop midway, then you suffered for nothing. Right. You have to complete the process. And the hard part is, like, a lot of people think about this. You're like, there's so many people who stop this last possible step before success, right? That's why, because it gets harder and harder the closer to the end you get. And this is like, especially like for weight loss and stuff like that, you're like, yeah, it's harder to lose weight as you lose weight because now your body is like, oh no, we can do this. And you're like, fuck, stupid thing, getting adaptable. It's bullshit, right? So, but yeah, that's the thing. And also too, you have like the draw of something like the internet, and the fact is that we all do social media and stuff, and you're like, yeah, that's the problem. Is I'm on there doing stuff every 2 hours, I'm posting something, and then it's like, damn it, right now I have to worry about that shit. And it's like, okay, oh, while I'm here, I'm gonna go through a bunch of stuff. Oh, now 2 hours passed, I gotta do it again. And it's just, you just fall down that rabbit hole, and you're like, yeah, I gotta kick that as much as possible. I'm trying to localize it to days that I'm producing shows and everything, because now it's like Mondays and Thursdays I have multiple shows to do, right? Wednesdays it's your show, you produce it, I'm just there to talk and be funny. That's easier for me. And then I have Sunday, which is, you know, it's in the morning, it's easy, and it's done. I have the rest of the day to myself. But like, and also that one always has a guest, so I don't have to be as prepared as I need to be, right? But like the other days that I'm like today I worked out, had a shower, did some stuff, did some research, tried to learn some stuff, all good things. But at the same time, could I do more? Yeah, of course I could do more. What I didn't also do is I didn't stuff my face all day, which also I'm proud of, because I'm trying not to be fat. It's bullshit.
I've noticed another big problem that I have is like, I usually start my day before most people do.
Yeah.
I try to, you know, I'm up at 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So by noon, I done did more shit between 5 o'clock in the morning and noon than most people have done.
Mhm.
And now from noon till, I don't know, about a half hour before this show, I slept.
Yeah.
So
I
I really got nothing done in that between time there.
Yeah, but like I think that's still, I'll be honest with you, is lately we wake up at about 8 o'clock in the morning. And so I'll wake up at like 7:30 and I just lay there until 8 o'clock, and then we get up and start doing stuff. And I'm like, I feel like I need to start getting up earlier and go to bed earlier, but I'm like, I hate going to bed early. I like going to bed around like 12, 1 o'clock. That's a good time. And sometimes it's like 2 or 3, and I'm like, fuck, tomorrow's gonna suck. It's just,
is like you guys were talking about this morning on your show with your morning montage, whatever it was. But like the partying thing, like even the shit that I do in the mornings deters me from partying, doing them all nighters or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though I've done it back in the past, like it's just, you know, I know what type of person I am.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't have enough of my particular accoutrements to make it to the way I know I like to be, then what's the use? I'm not a fiend. I'm not going to be 3 o'clock in the morning banging on somebody's door I don't know just for whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need that. I don't need that experience. Yeah. But that's you know what, you kind of like even for like we were talking about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm not. Look, if you want to party, let's go till the morning, right? That's the fun stuff. Like, look, even when I visited and we were downtown Cleveland, I'm like, yeah, do I want to party? Of course I do. Can I party? No, I got to drive fucking 11 hours tomorrow. I can't do shit, right?
Yeah,
still had a good time.
Take it to the extreme though, and I don't know. Again, I keep judging people on my own tolerance for things. Like, you know, like the vapes and the joints with the diamonds and shit on them and stuff like that. Because I could smoke those, no problem. I smoked 2, 3 of them before. Fuck, I get out of the fucking house in the morning. But Dino smoked a joint with me and hit a vape a few times. Was like, you motherfucker, I gotta work tomorrow, or I gotta drive tomorrow.
So it's not okay. So I'll tell you why. It's not the being high part. It's once the high wears off, how sleepy I get. That's the issue. It's the after effect, because then I'm like, and I just want to nap, and I'm like,
see, I don't know, because I mean your metabolism is different than mine. But generally, the only time that happens for me is if it's an indica, you know, or if I got a hybrid that's indica heavy. because then after the buzz goes away, then you relax, and then you're like, but
Yeah. That's like, look, I don't. What is it? Indica is Indica couch.
yeah,
Yeah. That's the kind of weed I want. So I told you we went to a Chris Kindle thing on the weekend,
yeah. You had the Nakatomi. That's so fucking sweet,
bro, and it was solid. Okay. I had Victoria and her friends dying of laughter the whole time. It was great.
See, the indicas for me, man, like the last time I've smoked, like I got the indica vape for when I can't sleep or whatever. It sits next to my bed.
Sure.
And I got a jar of pre-rolls of indica just in case.
Yeah.
But generally, I don't smoke them at all. The last time I had a real good heavy indica, my sister's boyfriend ended up giving me a nice little bag just for the holiday times. And I was living with my ex, and everybody was gone out the house, gonna get some laundry done.
Yep.
I had a big, I had a projector on the wall, so I set it up, put The Simpsons on. I've got clothes in the laundry. I'm folding the pile of clothes right here. Got a basket. Got my bowl.
Perfect.
Cool. Started the first episode. Hit the bowl. Folded the first shirt. Woke up on the pile of fucking clothes. An hour later. So I'm like, well, fuck. Maybe I was tired. It was finally quiet in the house. There was no chaos. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's only an hour later. We'll start the process again. Hit the laundry button. Started the show over again. Grab the next shirt. Hit my bowl. Woke up another hour later. After that, I'm like, no, I got shit to do. I got shit to do. So
yeah, no, that's fair. I get it. Yeah, no, I understand. Completely.
And I don't even know, the buzz had to have been great.
I mean, yeah. But like when it knocks you out that bad, you're like, I got things to do. I can't, Like I'll save it for when I have nothing to do.
Right,
right. The gummies that I have, the 100 milligram gummies, I'm like, if I have 2 days of absolute fuck all I need to do and I don't need to leave the house at all, I'll hit one of those, and then I'm like,
See, now with the edible things, and now this is where I differ with a lot of people. Most of the times, the thing now is the edible fucking gummies. Everybody's got the gummies or the drinks or whatever, which don't do dick for me. I don't give a fuck what milligram it is. I've eaten fucking bags of these bitches. They don't do nothing for me. Now, I did perform last week at a particular place. We're not going to say where, because they had edibles like we had edibles when we were growing up. I didn't eat it, but it is sitting in my fridge right now. I have a muffin that looks like a Smurf house that is this fucking big, like literally 2-hand muffin, and all you can see all the weed butter on the bottom of the plastic container. Oh yeah, and it's I think I think I got the chocolate chip banana one. Real deal muffins. That's an edible, because even if it doesn't get me high, you
got a banana muffin.
Fucking great. That's gonna be so. That's this weekend. I believe I got shit to do. I'm gonna get up fucking Saturday morning. I'm gonna have me a nice cup of fucking coffee, and I'm gonna eat that motherfucking muffin.
I mean, you're gonna have a good weekend. Let's be honest. That's a good weekend, right? Crystal actually made me a weed pumpkin pie.
Yeah, I was listening to that, and I'm like, I want my mama to make me one.
Bro, it was a great pie, and then I got high off my tits.
Yeah, my mom makes excellent pumpkin or a sweet potato pie.
Oh, really?
Oh my god, I could imagine a weed infused sweet potato pie or
it was. I'm like, and that's so because Crystal used to do. She had her own weed shop on a reservation, and then they muscled her out. And she because she was making all sorts of crazy like stuff, and so she knows what she's doing. And I'm like, oh, I should actually tell her, because she's visiting. She's coming to Ontario.
Yeah, I've seen that. I watched your whole show this morning when you guys started talking about the food, and I'm like, oh, Sounds so fucking
Yeah, I think I'm gonna message her and be like, "Hey, can you make me some cookies?" Because she makes good cookies too. So I'm like, yeah,
kind
might
of
as
want
well.
her to make me a pumpkin pie, have you freeze dry it and send it to me.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that, and I'm like, how? Because you can't really like this side up. Like that's not. They're immediately gonna flip it over, right? It's like, damn.
But I mean, they send food through like overseas and stuff. Like I just seen a video today. Some dude bought his mom a $200 fucking ham from Spain, had it delivered through
Yeah,
Amazon.
but a ham doesn't fall out of its crust. It can you can flip it over. It's
You would
fine.
think they would pack it in like dry ice or something.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I don't know. I don't know. It's tricky.
I me neither. I don't know what the shipping laws are. What I know, Copenhagen, when he was going to New Mexico, he bought some steaks up here from a butcher that he knows personally, and
Nice.
he had them freeze dried, like the dry
Yeah.
ice, and took them down there. I'm not exactly sure of the process or whatever, or what the Canadian laws
Well,
are.
so if you put it in dry ice, the whole principle behind that is that it keeps it cool and it doesn't make everything wet, right?
Right.
So then, but the other issue is that if
That
you,
evaporates.
well, no, so you have to make sure it's sealed properly. That's for sure. And also, like there's a lot of nuances that you need to cover and stuff, but at the same time, too, is like that's why I'm like a ham or steaks. Yeah, no problem. Why? Because even if it's sealed up, you can flip it around. No big deal. A pie is kind of a one shot deal. Like it's got to stay like this, or then you get soup. Like that's doesn't, yeah.
It was definitely mouth watering listening to that dog. Like you kept telling me about you kept talking about the pie, and I was like, it was like you were telling me. It was like, yeah, he made this pumpkin pie, and it was just so good. And then it was infused with weed, and then and I'm sitting there like,
I mean, it is the season.
And then they started talking about nipples, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Trust me, that's we got a good thing going in the mornings, everyone. Come check it out. It's fine. Yeah, you got any shows this weekend?
Depending on the weather, I got asked to do a benefit to be the Grinch out in Cleveland for the next few days, but I don't know. The weather's kind of shitty out here, and I ain't gonna try to drive out to fucking Cleveland in this just to be a free Grinch.
It's 6.5 degrees here.
Holy fuck. Yeah, this morning it was 21 degrees here. Well, your degrees are different though.
No, it's 6.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh,
it's negative 14.
Oh,
for us.
fuck.
It's very cold. Yeah.
But other than that, on the 18th, we got a holiday show at the Funny Farm in Niles.
Nice.
Me, Lex Vegas, John Huff, Chris Kemp, a few other people. Fro got on the deal. So if anybody want to check that out around here, that's on the 18th. If there's anything else going on, so far nobody's gotten a hold of me. So I mean, we'll just see. If not, we'll be on here.
We will definitely be on here. It should be a fun Christmas. Yeah. Aside from that, I got Generation Dan on Sunday, I believe. And then Monday, we're back at it with Morning Motivational Rant and then Motherfucking Mondays. And then on Monday night, we're going to be watching A Nightmare Before Christmas, apparently.
I can't believe you haven't seen that. And that's what I was talking about this morning. I've seen that in the theater, and I had the original VHS of that movie.
Gee, really?
I used to. Like my daughter's, my oldest daughter is obsessed with it.
Great movie. Everyone talks well about it.
A zero cape for my fucking weenie dog at one time.
Awesome. Yeah, well, it'll be my first time. It should be fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. So if anybody wants to check it out, I know that's like a holiday classic. Everybody in the States knows what it is and has pretty much seen it. So we're going to be watching Nightmare Before Christmas. I have a little watch party on Monday. So check that shit out. This is going to be great because this is going to be Dino's first time, and it doesn't have any rape. It doesn't have any gore. It doesn't have any You know,
Yeah.
it's,
Apparently, you can watch it on Disney Plus. So we'll see because I have that.
you do, yeah. Well, that's
do.
good. I have that shit too. So
All right, perfect. Then we'll do that.
yeah.
All right, everybody. In the meantime,
Oh,
enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
As far as the whole mental health thing goes, is concerned, another thing about staying on track on things, bringing it back to the beginning, is
Yeah.
having some accountability for your fucking self.
Uh-oh.
Especially as a man here in America, we have less and less of the accountability for yourself, and
True.
sometimes you fuck up, and sometimes you step over the line, and you know, as a fucking man, you should be able to be like, hey, my fault, dude. I seen, you know, I might have said something or I might have did something that was fucked up. I apologize. You know,
Absolutely.
not because I'm scared or not because I feel like it's because I'm a fucking man and I know I fucked up. So, with that being said, I'd like to apologize to Victoria and Dino because I did say some sketchy shit last night that didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't really meant to be the way it was, but
Yeah.
just knowing me. It came out my mouth and it is what it is. I take accountability for it.
No,
And
it's fine.
you know, I apologize to Dino and to his wife for the comment because it was not them, it was not true, and it was just some stupid shit.
It's okay. She doesn't watch Wednesdays. She's like, oh, you two are retarded, so it's fine. Yeah. But thank you. I appreciate that.
You're my, not only are you my boy, but you're a grown ass man. And
No,
we need more of
appreciate
that. You know, we need to teach these youngins and a lot of y'all motherfuckers my age and up need to fucking realize it's okay to be wrong.
Yeah.
It's okay to be wrong. You know, as long as you don't make it a habitual.
Yeah, no, a habitual thing. Don't be a habitual person.
Don't be a habitual person. But you know, if you overstep your boundaries, like, hey, take your foot off the fucking line. Like, sorry. And roll the fuck on.
Yeah.
You know, we've lost, both of us, Dino and I have lost friends. We've lost business associates. We've lost, you know, the people that were real cool with us because somebody just didn't want to suck up their pride and be like, hey, you know, even if we were both being dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, in this instant, no, it was on me, but I mean, there's been plenty of times where, hey, we were both being dicks. Sorry, you know, roll on with it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair.
And it's fucked up to lose friends and to lose fucking, you know, associates over some motherfucker who just can't be like, all right, I was wrong, or even just say I saw this way. You might not have seen it this way. This is my issue. At least talk, you know, see if you could talk it out or see where your issue becomes before you just go bitch and disappear.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, it's the well, sometimes people don't want to have a conversation, right? So
yeah.
Anyways,
be good to each other. This has been Mental Health Motherfucking Day with the great it's a whole day. You've been talking about it since this morning.
All day. That's it. Have a great one, everyone.
Yep,
See you
make
later.
sure you check out Generation Dan on Sunday.
Marco won't.
And it's like